Well, what are we doing tonight?
I don't know. You haven't told me. I haven't asked yet. Wait.
Welcome back to the shop. My name is Mark. This is the Malarkey Taylor channel. Tonight we're playing a game called Save It or Scrap It. So, a few months ago I picked up this Toyota. It's a 2003 Toyota 4Runner. It has a V6 engine and it blew a head gasket. So I picked it up from a friend of ours, from a friend of our family, and got it cheap. And now I need to decide whether I'm going to cut it up and sell it for parts, or if we're going to try to fix that head gasket. So first things first, we got to get this, and we got to get the battery off a boil. It looks like it's ready to go. So we're going to take this battery, shove it back in the car, see if it fires up. If it fires up, we're going to bring it in and look around underneath of it and see what we can see. Is it going to stay? Ah, hood props work. All right, let's throw this light up here. Here, you want to hold that for camera for me?
Yep.
Let's see if we can get this battery back in its hole. Alright. Don't need to do much with it here. We just gotta make sure she runs and get it in the shop. Well, we know why the battery drained. Got some sparkles. Alright, so let me twist on the key and see what happens. What we do know about this car is it got overheated. It was on a long trip and it began overheating, and the previous owner said that they had it tried to fix it, but they think it was either the head gasket probably went and caused the overheating, but either way it overheated and has not run right since. So it has a really bad misfire. We have a check engine light and it misses and causes the whole thing to shake. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna plug in our scan tool and we're gonna see what that check engine light code is, and just kind of confirm probably that's a misfire on one of the cylinders, and that would tell us that the head gasket has probably left the chat. So that's what we're gonna do first. And yes, I did just put the battery in, so that would have cleared any residual codes. This code will be fresh just from pulling it in from outside. I did plug into it once before when I first got it, before I started recording. It actually had a misfire that was detecting, so it was actually flashing at the time. So we're getting there. All right, so here we're connecting to the vehicle. Will this sit down here? Yeah, maybe it will.
You might honk the horn.
Ouch. It might honk the horn. There it is. Okay, let's see here. Diagnostics. Turn it. Here we go. All right, engine. Okay. Trouble codes. Oxygen sensor pumping circuit low. Air fuel sensor bank 2 sensor 1. Current and history. Okay. Let's erase those and see if they come right back. I think because that one cylinder is not firing, it's just dumping raw fuel in the...
Something.
Dumping raw fuel into the exhaust. Okay,
Which
so let's
means
start
you
it
can
back.
now have
It should start flashing. It does smell like fuel. It smells like unburnt fuel. I think maybe it's bad enough that it's not even firing on that cylinder. Oh yeah, that smells like coolant. That's coolant coming right out the exhaust. Yeah. All right, let's read it one more time. Nothing on there. Okay. That was pretty inconclusive, but pretty sure that's everything that I do know about this car. That is head gasket or internal engine. So definitely a smell of coolant coming out of the back. Have misfire on it when I got it. When I first scanned the codes, now I have oxygen sensor codes, which is basically raw fuel into the exhaust because we have a cylinder that is not firing. So the next thing I need to do is I need to decide whether or not this engine is worth replacing or fixing. And the reason that I need to decide that is this is a 2003 and it is fairly desirable. Some people really like these Toyota 4Runners, and there's not a whole lot of rust on the body. And it seems like it's in pretty good shape. I think it only had 150 some thousand miles on it. Now we can look at that again. Let's see. What does it say for mileage, bud? Turn that key on. All the way. Keep going. All right, 156. All right, you can turn it off. So it has 156,000 miles on it. Really, it should have a lot of life left in it. I would imagine, based on everything that I see on the surface, it probably is worth fixing that engine or replacing it with one out of a junkyard. But the reason that I'm questioning that is because there are some years of Toyotas, namely 2003, where they had some frame issues. So much like the Tacomas of the era, there were some questionable practices in the frame manufacturing, and there's a few of these things that just have completely rotted frames. So our goal here tonight was one to establish it is definitely internal engine, cannot drive it as it is. It's definitely bad. So it's either an engine replacement or a head gasket replacement. The next piece is it worth saving or do we scrap it? And what's going to tell us that is the frame. So let's get under there and take a look. All the grunting noises. All right.
Ooh, I see some.
Well, it doesn't look too bad yet. Can you guys see, or is this stick too long? Hold on, let me get you off of here. All right. So this is what we're looking at here. So far, so good. All right, I do see, looks like something is starting right here. But for a 20-year-old car, none of that is any bad. That's all
22.
good. I don't see anything that gives me any cause for concern just yet.
There's rust over here.
Okay. That's all
There's a
good.
little missing here.
What's that?
There's some rust over here.
There's some rust over there?
Yep.
Oh, give me a second. I'll come over there and take a look at it.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, so far it's not looking too bad, but let's go over on the other side where the kids got something. Okay. Alright, so far so good. In the back here we got some surface there, but that's nothing to shake a stick at. Alright, we're so far so good. Moving up the frame. Now we have this. That is of concern. Well, not good. Oh. Okay, alright. That's fine. Yep, oh, okay. Alright. Well, okay. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, alright. Well, that is not fun. Okay, well that's... How much is in here? The whole frame, there can't be...
Where are you coming from? Okay, all right. Where? Okay. Oh goodness. All right. Well, there's more. There's more. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's okay. So I'm gonna go with a hard maybe on this. Okay. If I was a inspection shop, I would probably maybe consider failing this if I knew anything about anything. But I don't, so I'm not. It's really just that one spot. It's really gotten really thin around here. Okay. It's one spot.
So that's part of the issue. At least it's not something structural like the frame. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know for sure if that's enough to condemn it just yet. What do you guys think? Hit it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. If you think this is worth saving that engine, even with the hole in the frame, or maybe we pull the wheels off and sell the wheels to somebody, and pull the engine out and sell the transmission to somebody, pull the doors off and sell the doors to somebody,
Take the speakers out.
take the speakers out, put them in mom's car, things like that. So drop it in the comments, let me know, and also let me know if you want to come along for the ride. So, but that's the decision we have to make. Is it save it or is it scrap it? So thanks for coming along for this episode of the Malarkey Taylor channel. And this is Save It or Scrap It edition.
Sport edition. Ah.
All right. Thanks for stopping out. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and come back to see more of Save It or Scrap It. We'll see what happens.